Well, great morning. Today is Hogali Day. I was just outside, and my neighbor was out there, Nikki, that lives next door, and she goes, "You want to see the eclipse?" And that was, if there's an eclipse, I was so out of it today. And so she gave me some special glasses, and I was able to see the eclipse, so that was very sweet of her. Just found out her name is Maria. So, yeah, that was very sweet of her. I said, I'll have to look at what Hoagie has to say, Hogarth. He's a good astrologer. She goes, well, you do the cards, you can find out. I said, yeah, maybe I'll pull cards on it today. So anyway, that's my next door neighbor. I don't ever talk to anyone around here that I'm doing the cards or any of this stuff, But let's look and see what it has to say. At the center, it has a very strong element to it, okay? Above it for victory, beneath of it, for the path, the path. So I'm going to look at the other cards. Usually that's my card for a dark path, or an alternative path could be as well. Trying to leave some things behind. Also, it can be about distancing yourself, walking away from some emotion. I like the moon on there. We have the sun and the moon. But it is in eclipse. The moon is eclipsing the sun today. So a victory perhaps in walking away from some things that have been ruling your mind for a time. Okay, distancing things that have been ruling your mind for a time. It's time to construct what's being built, the architecture, when it comes to all of these things that are up in the air. Again, when it comes to this mental difficulties, the pain of that, when it comes to the history, old stuff to let go of when it comes to relationships, etc. So according to the Tarot today, it's a good time to turn that page, let go of that stuff, endings. Going into it, we have the world situation, or what's consuming in your world, seeing from a different viewpoint, seeing from a different viewpoint, sacrificing some things, letting go, more going into stillness or meditation states, looking at the fishtails, the things that you've been holding on when it comes to family, etc. We have the holding on to power with what's being birthed, and it comes to secrets, what's being held on to that's kept you tied up, and the things that you don't like, which have been coming and you've been juggling and feeling abused by. Okay? So it's time, again, mentally, it's this is the pages, messages about your mental things and with some new daily happenings, okay? New daily happenings. So basically what this is saying, it's time, and during this time you can let go of some of these old dramas that have been driving you for much of your life, etc. So let's break it down. The things that have been built, that you've been holding on to and juggling, it's time for something new to come in. This is daily life, grounded stuff, okay? and it comes to the things that are ruling your mind, the things that you are just absolutely dead set on, which have been painful, well, it's time to now meditate and look at where you have been bound up, what has kept you in that loop, okay? So it is time to distance, leave that behind, all the drama that you got up in the air, again, on all these various things that rule your emotions in the history, all the fishtails and things you have in your family life, okay, that have come down, that you know have just been irking you and driving you, okay? It's time to look at those and have a victory, holding on to your power, holding on to the power, and look at the abuses you have suffered, or could also be letting go of drama with a man that held on to power that has given some abuse to you in your world, okay? So this is about relationships, overturning some of this stuff that has been really fueling your world and what's been birthed in the secrets, the things that you have held, okay? So it's time to, saying the eclipse can aid with you looking at this stuff, meditating, and going beyond it, getting into a new frame of mind with the things that have been ruling you. It's time to cut those, and at this eclipse time, it's a good time to do that. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online. I'll see you at Hoagie's today, later today at the usual time, Hogalee Day. Thanks for tuning in.